Well, let me tell you something, brother. It's the Real Weird Sickos podcast featuring me, Charles Conn, the Masked Bastard, the always lovely Jenna, Jenna, Jingle
I
All the
like
Way.
it. Yeah, we'll
That's
go with
right,
that one.
coming
That
live.
works.
Coming at you live. Weirdsville, Sicko Town, USA. That's where we're at. And guess who's here with us today? Sitting in the bathtub with us. That's right. It's Muda.
Hello, Casey.
Just some ordinary gamers. That's all. Our buddy. He's an extraordinary gamer to me. But to other people, he's just ordinary.
Chris, did you scrub the shower like you were supposed to?
I was a little busy. I didn't have time in between the Pokemon games.
I told you no more wire hangers.
Oh no! So so Chris Chan, he's gonna go grand jury trial.
Do you think they're watching the Geno Samuel documentary right now, going, "What the fuck"?
I mean, like jury selection. I think they may have to it might be a little hard. Like I've never wanted to live in a place like fucking Virginia so badly in my life and get like summoned for jury duty.
You just wish you could vote in Virginia so that you could be sitting on the grand jury looking through the Chris Chan files. The last thing in the world I would ever want to do. Number one, I don't want to sit on any juries. Don't tell me to judge anybody, Muda, because everybody's guilty. I was just talking about this off the air. My one policy for the Discord and stuff like that, gone. I have no time for trouble. I have no time for nonsense. Just gone. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him the hell out of here. Get rid of him. No trouble. That's what I got. And to sit on a jury trial and to look at horrible pictures of Chris Chan's tallywhacker, I couldn't do that. I would not want to do that. I don't care if they paid me $90 a day. Somebody told me they did jury duty and got $90 a day.
I'd do it for free. I'd do it for free. That's fucking
exactly.
No,
it's my it would be my public duty. Where's your sense of public duty?
Yeah, where's
Charles?
your sense of what? This is you supporting your nation.
Support my nation. Oh, Muda, the last thing I want to do is support my nation. I don't want to support any. Yeah, I hate government. Keep government out of legal system.
Take the stand? Do you think he's gonna take the stand? Do you think his lawyer has enough?
Chris Chan has to, right?
To get him up on the stand.
They have to. They have to get him up.
I think they do.
They have to get him up and say, "Hey, Chris Chan, did you do it? Did you bang your mom?" Go ahead, Muda. Did you, Muda? You're Christian.
It wasn't actually me. It was Magic Chan who was parking Barbara Chandler.
And did this Magic Chan do it more than once, or was it a one-time thing?
You in the room with us right now?
Sometimes Magic Chan did it 3 times in a night.
Your Honor, I know I'm just a simple Southern country lawyer.
Oh my god!
But it seems clear to me that
actually, it's Magic. You have to address me as Magic Chan, not Christine Weston Chan. Currently, I'm not in the body.
I can hear the judge. Judge Jenna, will you allow it?
I mean, are they gonna have to Are they gonna have to go through the lore?
They might have to introduce that documentary, all 90 parts of it. However many parts that documentary series is that just documents his whole life.
They at least have to TLDR a little bit of the lore just so they kind of understand. Because if you didn't see on Twitter this week, Crip Daddy Donovan, our boy, he actually made a good point. So he made a little skit that was he was playing Chris's attorney, and he said, Your Honor, he just took the internet literally. It's the girlfriend mommy meme. He just kind of with autism, you never know. He could have just taken that literally. And I sat there and I thought about that for a second. Unironically,
I don't think it's going to be that good of a defense.
I think that there's something to that. If you can prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he heard that meme and took it seriously, he could actually walk away. It's actually,
here's a question.
I think it's feasible.
Here's a question for you, Jenna. What if Chris Chan represents themselves in court? Because they could choose to do that.
They do have an attorney, because I did see on the Ruckersville, Virginia website. I did see somebody looked it up.
I wonder if we could get a hold of that lawyer.
Imagine being the webmaster for fucking that whole thing and then realizing 90% of your traffic's coming from Southern California.
What I know, right? I'm like obsessively checking this shit.
Why
like,
are all these California people so interested in the legal system?
I want to see like courtroom artist depictions so fucking badly.
Would they draw Sonic Chew or would they draw Chris Chan? I guess it would depend on which way the wind blows. If they were Sonic Chan or what was the other one? Magic Chan.
There's Magic Chan, Sonic Chew, Blade Chew,
the Jerk-Ops.
Chris Chan, Sonic Chew. That's a blue one. Yeah.
Oh man, I can't keep up with all this Chris Chan lore. I sincerely wish that Chris Chan could have got some sincere help like 15 years ago. Like maybe like 18 months.
I think he needed a little bit even before then.
Probably when they were a little kid. The very first clip of them being like, "Yeah, I won the Sonic the Hedgehog contest.
I put my name in the contest, and they said I won."
Yeah, I wish you would have gotten fucking help right there.
like
you know?
Sonic the Hedgehog should have just come out and said, "Okay, buddy."
Have you seen the time machine? You know, like guys with the time machine, girls with the time machine. There's like
I
girls
may
with
have
the time
seen
machine.
this meme. I may have seen this. Have you seen this, folks? Have you seen
this?
this?
No. It's like, you know, I'm your granddaughter. Oh, wow. Guys with the time machine going up to fucking Bob going, don't let your son enter that fucking Sonic the Hedgehog contest.
Could you imagine, though, like, there's literally, like, cartels and shit, you know what I mean? Like, fucking... Could you imagine, like, just going back and, like, there are fucking criminal bosses, there are world leaders that are less documented than Christine Chan.
Oh, God, yeah.
Know? Like, imagine going through all of that evidence in a courtroom, because you kind of have to, right, to paint the full picture of it, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, so I could not imagine a jury being picked for that, you know? Like,
yeah, who are Chris Chan's peers? Who is that? Who is the suckers?
Yeah, are they going to go to like a Discord server and find these people?
Well, you do that, you might actually find his peers, their peers.
I
like
wonder
the real
how many
peers.
People are actually going to lie because, like, you know, when you get picked for like grand jury trials like this, you can't really have any prior knowledge, as much as possible, any prior knowledge of, you know, any parties involved. So
I wonder if there's an exception to that rule, though. Like, what if it's like fucking,
there is like slightly, because they did that with like OJ. Yeah. OJ, it was like impossible for nobody to have heard the news when they were doing jury selections. You just have to do selection very carefully and pick people that
didn't they try to bring in a girl who was just like OJ was the trial that had the girl who wore her Star Trek uniform in, right? Like she was completely far out.
They went through a ton of jurors. Like I don't even know. Like they between defense and prosecution, there was so much bullshit in between where they were digging up dirt on each other's, like the ones that the prosecution picked, that the ones that the defense picked. They would find something wrong with them. And there was like a revolving door at one point. There was like so many jurors in and out. So.
A lot of lawyers I talked to, they say that the jury selection process, like you can win and lose a trial right there. If you get the right jury or the wrong jury, that's you can win and lose it right there. Like you have to be able to try to predict which way people are going to vote. And sometimes people will surprise you.
You know what happened one time when I usually am pretty good about getting out of jury duty. One time I was actually
such an asshole.
Look at Jenna going out and voting.
Duty. I for this shit. Like I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna do this shit.
Oh, you're gonna pay me $80 a day to do jury duty?
I didn't have like a really good excuse that time. So I made it actually into the courtroom when they were actually doing like selections. And then when I looked at the defendant, they were like, okay, does anybody know of any reason why they can't do that? And I saw the defendant and it actually turned out being one of my coworkers' ex-boyfriends.
Crisis
averted.
I
knew this guy. I walked in. I was like, I did like the fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, like I'm sitting there like pointing. I'm like, I fucking know that guy. And it was like attempted murder. And I was like, Your Honor, I know the defendant's ex-girlfriend. And he was like, all right, get out. You're dismissed. I was like, oh hell yeah. true story. It did happen. Actually happened. Like,
Yeah, I had a friend. He told him he tried to say that he was racist. He couldn't do a jury trial.
That's from The Simpsons.
Just flat out said
They
it.
got it from The
Just flat out
Simpsons.
said
Just
it.
tell him you're prejudiced against all races.
Yeah, he said they ended up making him do it anyway, even though he told him he was racist. It's like, okay, I guess now everybody thinks I'm racist in here. It's like, oh shit, that must have been so uncomfortable.
That's a pretty solid excuse, though. I like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm prejudiced, Muda.
Well, I guess I can't be part of jury.
Or just say you could actually just say like the defendant even if you don't actually know them.
Yeah.
See, that's perjury, isn't it?
Is it? Are you sworn in?
How can they prove it? How can they prove it?
Well, I mean, like, they'd have to really have a hard on against your lie to fucking go in.
I don't know anything about.
Really don't have the time to like sift that out. Now, if I think like it's perjury, mostly if it's like the opposite. Like if I sat on the jury with a bias already.
Okay, hold on, Jen. Can't you just walk into a courtroom and just like piss on the ground, like just literally piss yourself?
Yeah, it's not illegal.
Fucking kick you out.
What is it? A crime?
You know what? That's actually like a really. I'll take it up a notch. I'll wear a diaper and I'll totally shit myself.
Yeah, like you just literally in the middle of the car go like just.
SpaghettiOs! I pooped myself.
Yeah,
I need a diaper change. Hey, Mr. Judge, I need a diaper change.
Have you ever done that in public, Charles?
Me?
No, I know you have. I know you have.
Absolutely.
I have had to frequent the little boys' room often where I had those kidney stones. I feel like the me having to, hey, can we pull over the car? I have to run behind a tree or something. I have to go.
You know, Muda pretends to shit himself in public. I'm not even kidding.
Pretends?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is a brilliant strategy because nobody's going to be like, oh, you have to stay another hour. If you just go, actually, I shit myself. I have to go.
No. That's not how it goes. That's not what happens. Like, you're just going to be sitting there, like, you're at the mall or whatever.
What, has he got sulfur tabs or something in his pockets?
No, it's nobody. Absolutely nobody. And then here goes Muda. What do you do? Do it. Do the thing. Yeah. I'm not even kidding you. And he doesn't. The volume is like that.
I mean, at some point you gotta liven things up a little bit when you're outside. Like, what the fuck? Like, we're at an art gallery, and I'm like, whatever. It's not like I'm here in Nevada that often. Let's go.
Yeah, I have the same reaction to places, Jenna. Why do I care about a place I'm going to go into once? Why do I care if they kick me out? Who gives a shit? Kick me out.
At a picture. It was a gallery, but it wasn't like paintings. It was like photography. And there was like a picture of a cheetah, and he walks up and he's like, "It's Simba!" And I was like, "Oh my fucking god!" And of course, everybody's like staring at you, and I have to try to play it cool, like I'm like his caretaker.
That's good. That's fun. So you could have walked up, put your hands on your hips, went, "That's a real nice big pussy they got there."
Yeah, I could have done that. Actually, next time I am going to do that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I did that in an aquarium.
Let's go to the Tate in London.
I said something like that in an aquarium once. There was a shark that swam over top of us. And of course, a shark, it was a big shark. And I just said, oh my God, look at the puss on that thing.
That's amazing.
So you're getting me excited. I kind of want to do this now. I kind of want to be that guy.
You want to be the puss guy.
In Rome then do that there.
Oh God, we did kind of do that.
Now if you go to Australia, you can't say puss. You gotta say cunt.
Nipples at the Venetian. Was it the Venetian that had all those? You're like, it's nipples, and I was like, oh fuck me.
Oh God.
There's like these old ladies.
I paid good money to be there. What are they gonna do?
There's these old ladies on the escalator in front of us, and he's like, "Oh my God, nipples!" I was like, "Oh fuck."
See, now that feels like it's worth it. It feels like you're doing the real life Marx Brothers thing of like the oh dear, goodness me, like the high society types being just put upon while you go into these places and just act like a buffoon. Oh, that sounds like fun.
I
want to do this.
That ceiling was nipples. Like they literally had nips hanging out.
Hey, they got nice nipples up there, Jenna.
They're actually
like literally. I looked up and they had like just fucking full on. They had like literal porn slathered all over the top of the Venetian. So it's
I always thought that was weird in churches. The one like the Sistine Chapel just has naked people everywhere.
Yeah, like
oh,
I'm here for service, and you're trying to
There's
get me all
cock
horny and shit.
balls. Cock
Yeah.
and balls. Like
That's like fucked up. That's literally temptation. Like you're there to like pray to God, and then you look up, and now you're all horny and shit. Like what kind of mixed messages is that?
I could understand the argument. Well, it's the way God made me. You know, like why not?
Yeah, then you shouldn't let me be ashamed of my body, right? Like I should be allowed to fucking, you know.
Well,
like,
if I'm remembering the story right, Adam and Eve weren't ashamed until Eve, lying bitch, brought over the wrong apple to Adam. Was like, hey man, take a bite of this apple. Like who knows if she even told him? Like what? Like how dare she give him an apple from the one forbidden tree? I always wondered that. I always thought, did she even tell him what tree the apple was from?
Horny.
God gave you one commandment.
He only did it because he was horny. Okay.
You only had one thing: don't eat the forbidden fruit. And what's it, bitch do? She eats the forbidden fruit. Women are never satisfied.
Fair, Eve is a dumb fuck for that. Like, come on now.
She was like, "What's the worst that can happen?"
Yeah,
literally, that's all she did.
We got her punishment. We supposedly got her punishment. Like their punishments, like our periods or some shit.
Oh yeah. Well, with medications now, women can only have 4 periods a year. You know.
Well,
I mean, is that really a punishment though? Like, come on now.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Well, maybe you shouldn't eat the fucking apple.
Yeah. I like that we've determined here on the podcast today that boys rule, women drool.
Okay, like what if Adam had like eaten the apple, then boys would have had periods.
Boys would have had it?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I feel like we would have turned it into a game amongst ourselves and been like, yo, I bled harder than you, loser.
Dude, hey Muda.
Like guys would have just made it a game.
It would have been me like pulling my pants and hey Muda, look how much blood I got.
Bro, yeah, I know. Literally, we'd be like fucking comparing stains.
Oh, buddy, I can't play football today. I got real bad cramps, coach.
Yeah.
Go walk it off, Charlie.
We'd be at the tampon store and we'd be like deliberately buying the largest ones because we'd be like, no, I flow the most.
There would be
tampon store.
There would be
tampon store.
There would be tampon.
They would. If guys had periods, there would be like a whole fucking store like
there would be
dedicated
tampon
to
men. There would be tampon men at like a cart. Tampons, get your tampons here. Fresh, warm tampons.
Like, we'd be slamming beers at the bar and be like, hold on, boys, let me go to the bathroom. We're going to shove this cotton up my ass.
Okay, so would you be bleeding out your dick hole or your ass?
I think it'd be the ass.
I feel like it'd be both.
Well, like, honestly, if you like okay, if we bled out the dick, wouldn't it just be pissing red?
Yeah, but it would be like actual like blood. Like
yeah,
periods are like blood. It's not just piss blood. It's like
that would be like that'd feel good though, because pissing feels amazing. So I don't give a fuck if it's yellow.
Yeah, women don't know the joy of pissing.
Like, who gives a shit? Yeah. Y'all gotta sit down and
what joy is in pissing? It's just taking.
You have no idea how fucking fun it is.
Marking your territory as a man, like pissing on a tree outside. It like there's something about it that feels good.
Why?
Yeah.
So satisfying, Jenny. You'll never.
You're just
women
taking a
will
piss.
Never understand.
Oh, but it feels so fucking good.
Especially. Oh man, I feel like I could piss right now, Muda.
Yeah, honest to God, like I could literally pee under my computer tab. Want to be the best fucking feeling in the world.
Nice.
Yep. I've debated that in the middle of streams, just have like a pee bucket.
Yeah.
No, you take literally like 3 steps to like your bathroom. Stop it. 3 steps.
Yeah, but like
there was a guy. There's a guy who had a drain in the bathroom in his basement. He just went over and pissed in that, and people have given him shit over it for years. They did it on a live stream.
I never understood that. Like the whole quartering thing.
Quartering,
like, so he, like, pees into the. Because when he pees into the drain, I'm like, it's kind of disgusting as fuck. But I mean, like,
it goes to the sewage. It's a drain.
Yeah,
why not?
I mean, like, he bought his house, so I mean, go ahead and pee in the drain.
If he wanted to piss in the corner against the wall, like, it's his house. Who cares? It's
How
his
hard is
wall.
it to just get up and pee?
Oh, if you're on a live stream, if you're on a live stream, you can't hold the live stream up.
Okay, you could literally do that. Like Hassan will just like stream his fucking chair. Like every streamer will stream their chair at some point. You gotta piss at some point. Come on now.
See, I feel like that's letting the system win.
You know, I think my favorite streaming moment's the video where Muda falls asleep when they were playing Among Us. That's my favorite clip.
That game gets so fucking boring when you're not deliberating, though.
Like there's YouTube algorithm me into that clip again the other day of Wang when he's like, oh, he really did? He fell asleep? No shit. And everybody just starts laughing. His mood is just out cold.
Well,
Dude,
like
it
he
was
actually
so
does.
fucking-
Like you do sleep really heavy though. Like they were screaming
Well,
in
it's
your
because he
ear.
works so fucking hard, Jenna. He's a hard working
I
dude.
know.
I don't
He's got
sleep
shit
that
going on.
heavily.
You
Like
sleep
you can
pretty
just shake
hard.
me once and I'm up.
That's not true. That's totally not
That's-
fucking
You
true.
work
Very
hard, you
true.
play hard, you sleep hard. The three pillars of life.
It takes probably like a good 2 minutes of actual consistent. Yeah, it does.
Not really. I feel
Yes,
like I
it
get
does.
up pretty fucking. No, I feel like I get up pretty good, pretty fast.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Actually, yeah.
Actually, no. I
Well,
object.
you're a heavy sleeper too, so fuck you.
Are you a heavy
I'm
sleeper,
not that
Jen?
heavy. I'm not really
Oh,
that heavy.
Oh, so it's
You're not
okay
that
for you to
heavy?
defend yourself.
I fall asleep. I could fall asleep kind of like anywhere kind of thing, but I'm not
Yeah,
hard.
just
You ever sleep
I'm
standing
not
up?
Don't give
to
her a
wake
fucking
up.
maker's mark, then she'll never wake up.
Oh no. Yeah, that's true. Don't let me mix my alcohol. Don't let me drink like wine or champagne all day and then I get whiskey. It's fucking over. It's over. Done.
It's like a fucking end game.
It really is.
I mean, but it's kind of nice though. Like fucking, you do have the best sleep when you're drunk like that.
Oh,
Like, when
really?
You've been drinking, you have your best sleep ever.
Muda, I have never in my life considered taking a sip of alcohol until you said that right now. Now I'm ready to go get stinko drunk. I mean, just plastered. I'll take the sleep.
I think everyone should
just
do
to
it
get
at
the
least
sleep.
once.
Just to get the sleep. Oh God. Oh man.
I think marijuana puts me out the hardest though. Jen knows this much. If I did one bong hit, I'm gone for the night. I'm done.
Oh,
So I
I'm
don't think
sleepy.
I don't
Weed
think
is
I'd ever
nighty
want to
night.
touch. I don't think I'd ever want to do that unless I happen to meet Cheech and Chong. Because I had a thing floating around where I might have worked with them and it just that didn't take. But man, if I could have really got to hang with Cheech and Chong, I feel like that would have been a life changing thing. Because then it would have been
Weed is
Charles
not
Weedman.
fun. Weed is just not fun. I
Weedman
really-
Charles.
I get insanely paranoid. It just makes me paranoid and it makes me feel like, oh my God, like I'm supposed to be doing something, but I don't know what it is I'm supposed to be doing. And I feel fucking awful for not doing it.
Hey Jen, there's something you're supposed to be doing now.
Seriously. Like it fucks me up that bad. And I can't do it. It's not enjoyable, at all. At all.
Is it like The Simpsons when Barney drinks the marijuana drink and he starts seeing demons, so he has to start drinking liquor so that the pink elephant comes in and whoops the demon?
I fucking love that one so much.
The marijuana drink.
Yeah, Homer had destroyed a crop of a bunch of hippies. They had some kind of juice that they were making, like our organic
oils.
juice. Yeah, and so Homer snuck in at night to fix their machines and do it. And the next morning, the hippie's like, well, there wasn't enough crops out here. Like, how'd you fill the order? Oh, I broke that fence over there and underneath the one under that tarp and got all those crops out of there. And they're like, uh-oh, Homer, that was our special crop.
Do you think Christine would have tapped her mom if she was on the marijuana juice?
No.
Or do you think that would have mellowed
No.
it out?
I tried
I
DMT.
honestly- Chris would have probably been normal had they been high. I really think so.
I
mean,
smoked
like,
enough marijuana that now I'm not
At least
gonna
she'd
do my
be on the
mom.
same tier of consciousness that Barbara was. So, I mean, come on. Sometimes I can't. Sometimes, I'll watch a video of Barb on the Sonichu shit and be like, "Damn, she's not alive," you know. Have you ever actually seen Barbara? She'll he starts to she starts the camera and is like, go, and then she's like, I'm Barbara Western Chandler, and if you want to help,
Chandler.
it's like when you take it's like when you take the tape out of a fucking cassette player and you have to flip it to side B. That's what it feels like. So
Oh wow!
it's fucked up, man. I'm telling you, it's a wild situation with
How
that.
many-
There's
And
how
a
many
rumor that
years?
Barbara is actually back home. I've heard a couple of rumors that she's back home, she's been seen driving around town.
dude, how did they let her drive though? That's the thing.
How many years is Chris Chan facing?
Well, 1 to 10 almost.
1 to
10
10
being the
but
highest.
what I think is honestly going to happen, the state of Virginia has no fucking idea what to do with Chris. They'll
Have they been in
Probably-
psych? They've been in psych wards and shit before, right?
Yeah, but I think it's gonna end up being like some time served shit. They're gonna sentence him like a year and then gonna get like time served.
So they'll just be out on the street within 6 months.
I really honestly think so. I don't know if it'll be. I don't know
I'm
how
back
long
on
it's
the
gonna
streets,
take it to.
baby.
Because
Like
it's
Chris
been
Chan
a
walks out.
year.
That's the end of
It's
the
been
Chris
a
Chan
year
movie.
since.
Chris Chan walks out of the courthouse, jumps in the air, clicks their heels, and then falls down the steps.
Oh God! It's been a year since they've been arrested. I'm kind of on. I really honestly think it's taken this long for them to decide to even, what to do with the trial, because I really think like the state has no fucking clue what to do with this shit.
Well, I mean,
there's a lot of loopholes. Well, because Chris is trans and there's not a lot of laws
They've been
up.
booked as a male though.
Yeah, but they're
really?
They're in women's though.
Are they?
Well, okay, I don't know if they are. No, that's not confirmed.
I thought they were.
I thought they were. I thought it was confirmed that they were.
No, it's not.
They're by themselves.
I
do know that they're by themselves.
You can write somebody letters. You should be able to look.
There are letters. There are letters.
Like
there are prison house letters.
My buddy told me, who works in the BOP, and he told me like the BOP, well, they'll just send you in with whatever your genitalia is. So it doesn't matter if you're trans necessarily. It's like whatever genitalia you got down there. So if you're like, post-operation or pre-operation, that's based on whatever they'll send. So if you got like a dick and balls, you'll be in with the males and vice versa.
But I've heard stories, Muda. I've heard stories. I've seen the headlines.
Okay, here's the thing. But one thing that is for sure in Virginia, there is no law against daughter-mother incest.
Well, there ought to be.
I know there should be, but
where's our legal system?
They are going to have to prove. They're going to have to prove that it's rape.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's horrible.
I mean, she can't give consent.
Yeah,
like Barb can't consent, right? Like, come on.
It depends on who has assessed her mental status. Here's the thing: if she hadn't had any previous physicians sign off that they are unable to make decisions for themselves, that's going to be hard for them to prove.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on what they can grasp from now, but it's going to be hard to retroactively say this was her mental status around the time that the incidents took place. That's going to be really hard to prove. And this is why I think Chris is going to be home like as soon as that's over. They're going to be like, time, you know what? You're pretty fucked up, but like time served, go and behave.
So would they go home to Barb?
If Barb is
I don't
home,
know if that'll be a thing though. I don't know if wait, who owns the home? Is it Christine and Barb? They both own it, right?
Do they? I don't know. I don't know if it's in Chris's name at all.
What if it was like a sitcom? They go home and it's like, all right, here's one line of tape across the house. You stay on your side, I'll stay on mine.
That's so zany.
Yeah.
I feel like there's got to be like a nurse that has to take care of Christine.
I feel like there needs to be capable. A cop there to take care of Christine.
I don't think they should be living.
You'll be staying out of trouble. I'm here to keep you from banging your mother.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I think that Barb obviously has some problems with confusion and mental status. She's her health has obviously deteriorated over the years. You could see, like, just by the weight loss. I don't believe this weight loss is because she was trying. I really honestly think it's just what you see a lot with people when they have dementia. The weight loss is pretty rapid. And seeing her kind of like rapidly deteriorate, there's no doubt, there's no question that there is some of that going on. I don't think that she has much longer to be able to even really take care of herself, let alone somebody like Chris taking care of her. So it's all up in the air, but I really do think that Chris will be out and will be up to more shenanigans and more e-bagging in no time. I gotta go to convention.
I mean,
why?
Okay, how could you even hire Christine Chandler in a job? Think about that. Like, there's no job that's available. Like, convicted felon.
Making kids cry at Wendy's is a pretty good. He can't hold anything down.
Yeah, but you can't get hired at a Wendy's after you've been publicly known for fucking ass fucking your mom.
Oh, listen,
not just ass fucking your mom, ass fucking your elderly disabled mother.
Did Chris ask?
Okay, it's the Adults with Disabilities Act, and they fully support trans people, so Chris Chan can come and take orders at Wendy's. Hi, is that a Big Mac Whopper you want?
No, dude, I don't even think that'll happen. There's no way.
Chris has been on disability for all of his adult life. I mean, for all of their adult life, Chris has been on disability.
Yeah.
That's how Chris used to buy sex toys from Amazon.
Oh God. Oh
it's
God.
true. It's true. Like, and then he was buying so many sex toys. Bob, his dad had to intervene. And be like, you know, you need to stop
Buddy,
fucking blowing your goddamn checks on this shit.
That'd be so fucked up. My dad walked in, son, why do you have it's one thing to have a couple of dildos, but you have a shelf full of them here, like it's a whole big display.
Chris had
just several shelves,
multiple blow up
dildos.
Christine had fucking, what was it, like Officer Nasty and Kimmy and all
what
that
is
shit?
Officer Nasty?
Hell
What's
yeah.
that? What is Officer Nasty? Please elaborate.
Officer Nasty is a police themed blow up fuck doll that Christine Chandler had. And I think that was the one where he juulayed into.
Yes.
I wish
so for the audience that doesn't know what Joulet is,
that was the Joulet.
For the audience that doesn't know what Joulet is, it was an image captured. Or sorry, it was a video that Christine recorded of them having sexual relations with this doll.
Oh.
And as Christine was nutting in the doll, he went, Joulet! Joulet!
Jolene.
Yeah.
Well, because it was a troll that he thought he was having a relationship with. I want to see, like, you would have okay, even though Chris is pretty autistic. They're pretty autistic. You would think after years,
I feel like they're pretty severely autistic.
You would think after years of getting trolled, they wouldn't keep falling for it. But it's like, there's new trolls all the time, and it's a never-ending cycle of fucking trolls.
There's always somebody new who discovers it.
But on the other end, Chris is really aware of like what they're doing sometimes, as far as when it comes to trying to get what they want.
Yeah, like ass fucking Barb.
Yeah, like ass fucking Barb, e-begging and saying it's for bills when they goddamn know well it's for fucking My Little Ponies and shit. Like, everything that they do is obviously like, you know, they know. So it's like, it's an interesting scenario, like the duality of what they're aware of and what they're not aware of, you know?
Yeah. Oh, man. I hate the Chris Chan saga. The more I hear about Chris Chan, the less I want to know. I wish I could
Chris
delete
Chan memes.
If
Charles
I could,
Khan, the meme king, won't post Chris Chan memes.
I have in the past. I've got some real dank ones that are real funny, but it's like I don't want to. I don't want to post Chris Chan and his mom singing "Promiscuous Girl," and they're doing like their head shaking and stuff. Like it's a weird meme of like those the deep fake things. It's like I don't want to post that. That's awful. It's horrible.
You don't have to actually post like Chris fucked his mom.
It's pretty funny though.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, but it feels like we're pointing at a mentally handicapped person, and for that reason, I'm out.
No,
I don't want to point and laugh at the mentally. I don't care.
You want to know the number one reason why I think Chris is aware of what they're doing? The day before Chris got arrested, on Twitter, they posted something about like. They posted a tarot card that said, like, you're going to hear a lot of rumors today. You just have to make sure to try your best to not listen to any gossip at all.
What if it's like, not true? What if Chris Chan didn't do it?
Chris was doing, like, total fucking, like, damage
control. Do we have any doubt at all that
knew.
Chris Chan did this shit? Because this is
Chris
pretty
admitted
heinous.
It because you didn't hear the phone call, did you?
Oh,
yeah,
no, I didn't.
You gotta hear the Isabella phone call, dude.
He talks about like in depth of
first,
what he did.
I fingered her.
Oh,
and then
God.
I
Okay, I'm out. I'm out. All right. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, guilty. Send him to the chair, straight to the electric chair.
So it was literally the day before they got arrested, and that tweet is still up on. That was Chris's last tweet, by the way.
Sure.
It was like, don't listen to. Oh, actually, let me find it. Let me actually read it to you. Hey,
a lot of rumors.
Today's collective card appropriately is turning in. There is drama in the air today. Each and every one of you are encouraged to withdraw from any and all dramas, gossip, rumors, and whatever else will and already has approached your way today. That was from July the 30th, 2021. The very last time they tweeted.
1 year
so they
ago today.
knew what they were
Eerie.
doing. Yeah.
Eerie.
Yeah, it's been a year. Yeah. It is the 30th. So that was 1 year ago today, the last time they tweeted.
Wow.
And they were doing damage control to say, like, like, don't look at the man behind the curtain,
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. He
That's
didn't
what
do
happened.
it. It's all
That's what
rumors and
It
innuendo.
was, brother, this is a fucked up rabbit hole.
Yeah, I don't want to go down it. I don't want to walk down it. Every time Jenna mentions it, I just want to gouge out my eyes and plug my ears and go, la 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 la. I don't know anything about it. La la la. Don't tell me anything. I don't want to know. And then it's just like late at night, I'll sit there and go, oh God, Chris Chan. Oh God.
Okay,
And somebody would tell me something, and I just cover my face like the face palm, the Captain Picard covering his face. Just, oh, why did you tell me that, Jen? I have to sleep at night.
Anybody who's been a Christorian for any
It doesn't
matter.
There's
how
a
many
name
years.
For these jabronis. Christorians.
If you're
yeah,
totally, me too. Like Christorians, like if it's like anybody saw this coming, yeah, Christory. That's a thing. You didn't know that?
Christory.
Yeah.
Christory. Yes, Charles. Chris is the most well-documented human in history.
Oh, I guarantee it. I bet you that there.
No, Chris really, really, really is. Like, no doubt. Absolutely no contest. It's a thing.
That's like there's a Smash
Brothers.
There's a Smash Brothers fan fiction that's thousands upon thousands of pages long. It's the longest recorded fictional book in history. I think it might just be book in history now. Because it was thousands of pages long, and it kept getting added to from maniacs. I forget how many pages it was. I should probably look that up. It was like the world record for that sort of thing. I can't believe what people are doing with their time.
Listen, brother, once you go, it's like looking into the abyss, all right? You just hope it doesn't consume you.
The abyss is going to look back at me.
Consume you and
I've
make
had
you
the
into
abyss look back at me. I've seen the Faces of Death. I've seen the Bud Dwyer tape. I don't ever want to see it again. I don't need to see it. Like that Bud Dwyer tape where he's got the envelopes, that shit hangs with me. I don't want to see that again. But every time I close my
Bud
eyes,
Dwyer again? Refresh my memory.
Dude that shot himself. Like
he's some kind of
Wolverine
politician who
mouth,
embezzled money or something, and he's got these envelopes, and he kind of like puts his hand up, like, "Oh, stay away." And he reaches in and pulls out the pistol, and then it's just right in the chin, kung.
Yep,
and the way he slinks down, like you see a little bit of blood like splatter against. Here I am reliving the tape. Let's see a little bit of blood splatter against the wall, and then he kind of slinks down, and you start to see a little bit of it ooze out of his nose. Yeah. It's so eerie.
People really honestly think like when somebody dies, it looks like it's in a movie, and it really is like it's really a lot more subtle than that. I hate to say subtle, but
yeah,
it's just like remember the Bjork stalker? What's his name?
Oh yeah, the guy that was breathing real heavy and blew his head off.
So yeah, he was basically he had his face painted almost like Darth Maul for some fuck all reason, and when the Bjork song was over, he puts the gun into his mouth. He shoots himself, and the way that he kind of falls back, and he's kind of choking a little bit on his own blood, and then you can still hear you could hear the blood gushing for the remainder of the video.
What?
Like you could just hear all.
I know
the
you
blood,
guys are super
out.
into horror films like I am. I remember hearing Tom Savini, the special effects makeup guy that did, Dawn of the Dead, Friday the 13th, bunch of big movies. He was talking about his time in Vietnam. He was a war photographer. So every time they'd have a battle or something, he would have to go in and photograph it, like what had happened, because they had to keep records of stuff and try to keep track of stuff. And he said, a real dead body, they go slack. Like you see the jaw, the muscles, everything just like their whole mouth just comes open.
Your body immediately relaxes as soon as you die, because even people before they die,
it's not, and people's eyes don't close all the way. It's just sort of like
don't. When people are actively dying, how you'll know somebody is actively dying, that is the relaxed jaw already starts where they're kind of like their mouth is like agape, but it's so relaxed, and then they kind of start like. Their breathing starts getting more labored, but just like their muscles just pretty much. That's why, like on South Park where they say like you shit your pants before you die.
Yeah, that's there's some
It's
truth to
true
that.
because all of your body's just trying to get rid of everything that it can before they die, and your muscles are so relaxed that pretty much like that's what happens.
I hope
when
I
you're
have
getting
a
ready to
full
die,
load in the chamber. I just want to just shit my pants like a son of a bitch.
That's
just
what they do.
let her rip. Like Muda in
And
an
you
art
can't
gallery. Just boom.
You know what's funny? It's like every single time you've done that in public, done the like you've never gotten recognized. Those are the times where you've never gotten recognized is when you're in public.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's good. I was telling Jenna, I said, he could do like some of these guys that wear like a mask or something and go to these like comic conventions and nobody would ever know.
I don't think he could do that.
He could wear a stormtrooper helmet. He could wear a stormtrooper helmet. No one would ever know. If he just does a, "Hi, how you doing? I'm a stormtrooper." He could totally get away with it. Or like a full fursuit, like he's a Chewbacca.
Think he would say something.
I'm just Chewbacca. I'm not Muda. I'm
he
Mubaka.
Would say something where it would trigger somebody and go, "Wait a minute." I feel like I don't think you can.
You're some ordinary
You have a
gamers,
very distinct way of speaking, and even on a voice changer, I think somebody would know.
No.
Yes.
I want to take this Pepsi challenge. I want to see Muda go to like a horror convention or a Star Trek convention. Has like that Gorn mask. I'm sure you Jenna remembers the Gorn from Star Trek. It's the thing that Captain Kirk fights out in the desert. This big lizard monster. It's got the worst looking eyes. No articulation on the mask at all. It's a big lizard mask. It's like a full head mask. You wear that thing, and you could probably wear the gloves and like a long sleeve shirt. I don't think you could walk around as a normal person.
I don't think he can do it.
I think he could do it. I think Paris Hilton could do it. Kanye West could do it.
I think it depends on where he was at. Like, because it's like, you have to remember, this dude gets recognized, like, literally, like, wherever he goes.
That's gotta feel weird.
Really.
That's gotta feel weird.
Once a year. Come on.
Oh, shut the hell up. Once a year. Like at least once a day. It's at least once
Muda's
a day.
Here. Muda's buying tampons.
That would be
like amazing. That would feel weird.
Okay, when's the last time I got recognized though? Like fucking what? January in like Texas?
That's so fucking bullshit. Like how many times did you get stopped in Vegas? Come on.
Not one.
Oh, that's a horseshit. That's so fucking
none.
Bullshit.
Absolutely none.
Shut up. Oh.
Every card sharp in Las Vegas.
You should have seen
That's
it.
That
you should have seen this, Charles. When we were in Los Angeles, so we went to this boba place. Bro, this guy comes up to me and it's like, "Yo, is she an influencer?" And I was like,
that's not what happened. That's what happened.
Why don't you go and ask her?
That's like literally. No, we went to this boba shop. You had to go take a call or some shit. So I'm just like, I'm in line, and this guy turns around to me, like he's in front of me in line. And he turns around and he goes, "Oh my god, that guy's a YouTuber, isn't he? Oh my god,
everybody's a YouTuber now."
He was like, I recognized him.
YouTuber. He's a well-known YouTuber.
He was like, "Do you think I should go talk to him?" I'm like, you could say hi to him. He's not gonna bite. Like he's totally friendly. Like literally,
what if you did just start biting people, Muda, and that became your reputation of every time somebody walks up, "Hey, are you the guy?" You just grab their hand, and just bite the shit.
No, what he usually if they don't.
Well, if I was a real life fucking Philo copy pasta.
Oh my god! You know that, I think there was one time where you almost blurted that out, and that was in Texas, where when that guy came out when we were at that restaurant.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the pizza place. Yeah.
You almost did that, like you're doing now. Like that was like on the cusp. Like I felt that it was on the cusp, but it didn't come out like that.
That's got to be weird though. Like everywhere you go, like even online, you can't just like pop into a place. "Hey guys, how you doing? Let's talk about Star Wars." It's got to feel weird to be like, "Oh, hey, that's Muda. He's gonna."
It sucks, man, because I'm playing a game online sometimes, like Siege, and some guy pisses me off, and I'm like, "Listen, you goddamn fucking inbred!" And then like all of a sudden they're like, "Wait a minute, do I know you?" And then I'm immediately logging off, like, fuck.
Yeah, I feel like I don't take Siege playing well enough. Like I don't take it serious enough. Like I want to start doing the backwards man and shit like that, and and everybody gets all huffy, like What are you doing? You can't do the backwards man. I'm sure Jenna, you remember the backwards man from the Tom Green epic motion picture. Freddy Got Fingered. He can go as fast as you can. He's the backwards man. I love doing that bit in first person games to piss people off in multiplayer because it's so stupid. But Yeah, like taking a video game very seriously like that, and then hopping on the thing, and everybody being like, "Oh, hey, ordinary gamers, I know you," and it's like, "Oh man, I just wanted to be mad at this guy."
Right? Like, you just want to, like, fucking just be visceral, and then it's like, oh, now I gotta be nice. God
I'm wearing your shirt right now, dude.
Oh, God.
I got posters of you hanging up on my wall. P.S. We should be together.
Oh, my God.
And then you're just like, I just want you to play the fucking game right. God damn it. Fuck your poster.
God, even worse than having somebody who's a prick on another team, having somebody on your team that just whiffs it in the worst way possible, like tries to throw the grenade out the window, but throws it a little too high so it bounces back and kills everybody.
Right.
That's me when I play.
No, you're pretty good at the video games, you know.
Are you a gamer, Jen?
I kind of do that.
Listen, at some point, I had a whole week off, and I tried to make time for it, and I could not find the time for that new Ninja Turtle game. Could not find the time for it.
I heard it's pretty good.
I played about 4 levels of it the day it came out, and I loved it. Loved every second of it, but that was like 30 minutes that I had the day it came out that I tried to like carve out and be like, 30 minutes, we'll play as much as we can, and then we got other stuff to do. We're busy people. We got there's memes, stuff needs done.
There's memes that need to be made public.
Well, listen, it's not just the publishing of the memes. It's the sorting and the filing and the keeping track of what's going on and finding what's trending and what's gonna trend, and then asking around. It's not Reddit. Reddit's like I feel like most of the good stuff comes from Discord. Like Discord, every Discord channel has a meme channel. And so it's sorting through all this crap.
And some of them are really spicy. Like usually when I go through memes on memes channels, they're usually pretty spicy.
Yeah, and it's like, well, I could never do this on a live stream because it's just, here's a video of a guy that just looks like a friendly old man. I click the video and it's just yelling slurs. It's like, well, I have to mute this as quickly as possible and just ask, what am I doing with my time? Why am I looking through this crap? I don't need to just keep doing this.
No slurs?
Not based.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty unbased, dude. You gotta be PC.
PC, bruh?
Oh, there's a bunch of kids near my car. I kind of want to open up the fucking voice comms and just like spook them. Hold on. Boo! Get away! Stay away!
Goddamn neighbor kids.
Because kids have no idea. They have no idea that a car can do that.
Yeah.
Were they playing basketball again?
Yeah, they were just near, and I was like, my car kind of like freaked out. It's like, wait a minute, there might be a hijacker, and I'm like, hold on, let me check. God damn it.
Got cameras on every side of the car.
It's literally the most sensitive car alarm you'll ever find. Like I'll literally be
Muda, there's a squirrel on me and he's checking Tesla. His nuts.
Well, yeah, it's like on the Tesla, it's like you'll sit in the car and it'll like freak you out. It's like 35 warnings. People got close to your car.
Elon Musk himself pops up on the phone. Muda, a bird has shit on your car.
One time I got freaked out because it gave me like a big alert, right? Like it even recorded the whole video on the car. So I open up the video and I see this like fucking tall dude like walking near the car and like just opening the door. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I found out, oh, it's me. Okay. That's what the car was freaking me out about. Like,
yourself. You were ready to kick your own ass.
What am I doing?
I'm scrubbing the video. I'm like looking who it is, and then I'm like, oh, that's me.
The one, I think the one thing I was actually really impressed with in a Tesla is that what's that, like that biohazard filter?
Oh yeah, the little like so if there's a skunk outside, like you can open up the biohazard.
What?
So the car routed us through Skid Row, Los Angeles. Now, people don't know Skid Row. I'll explain to you what Skid Row is. Basically, Los Angeles is such a massive homeless problem that like they've relocated the homeless to the one section of the city, and they just locked it off. Like not locked it off. It's like this is like fucking hell zone, like
the apocalypse.
You don't go in there. Right? Like, yeah, it's like we just forgot about this.
It's like They Live, that big camp full of homeless people, but even like 50 times bigger than that. My friend, exactly. I had a friend ride the bus one day, and like he said, "You want to see some homeless people, Charles?" And he just held his phone up to the window, and it just kept going for like 10 minutes. I was like, "Oh my god, this can't be real! This can't be real!" And he said, "Yeah, I drive by this every day."
So what they've done is they put porta potties in there, and like so in the Californian heat, in the summer Californian heat, those porta potties they start to smell.
Marinate.
So the car
it was not
says,
it was not nice that day, and this was like at the middle of the day, and all of a sudden it just like, and then he puts on the button, he's like bloop, and I was like, what is that?
That is the HEPA biohazard filter in the car.
I was like, wow. You need like a helmet of one of those if you're gonna go to like PAX and shit. I feel like that would help.
See, I got friends in video game stuff that would drive from San Francisco down to LA, would always talk about passing by some big farms, and like the smell of the farms were pretty ripe. They would always talk about that. I wonder if a farm, like driving past those farms, if that would set off that stink sensor.
No, you have to manually turn it on. The car's not going to just enable it.
It doesn't come stock. Okay.
No, like it wants you to whiff a little bit, It wants you to like get in the surroundings.
Muda, I'm detecting scents that you would not like. It smells like shit outside, Muda.
Literally that's what the car is. It's like there's literally a strong hint of fecal matter outside the vehicle. You might want to be a little careful. That's pretty much what the car generally operates with.
I bet we get there where there's a kit in the cars. Jenna, there was a show 40 years ago where a man, Ted Danson, had a it wasn't Ted Danson, it was Hasselhoff. Hasselhoff had a talking car named Kit, and Kit would they would solve mysteries. And so I feel like we're gonna get there where the car is talking to you. Hello, Jenna. Welcome into the car. How may I help you?
I mean, they kind of do that already, though. Most cars have voice recognition systems.
I feel like they're going to get there. Like, they're going to have the full heads-up display. Like, there's not going to be... Like, the dashboard will be, like, old-timey, like, old-fashioned, and it'd be, like, full heads-up,
it'll be like the cars
display.
From iRobot. It'll be like from iRobot, like Will Smith's Audi, which never made any sense because he was on a police officer salary, yet he's affording a fucking supercar, but hey.
Well, he was crooked.
Right, fucking...
he
wasn't crooked. He was an honorable police officer in Chicago.
No. Like a week before, he robbed a drug dealer.
You know what? They were doing. I'm wondering.
He busted Spice Melange. It was in the comic book.
No. Remember when you can like pick a voice to like download to like your GPS? Like you could do like Samuel L. Jackson and all that.
Get Dr. Phil. Hey, you need to turn up here about 13 feet.
With the smart car, who would probably be down to like do a smart car from the iPhone from their house?
Who?
You know where I'm going with this.
Not Chris Chan.
No, not Chris Chan.
Turn up here.
Who will say yes to literally like any project and has a massive IMDb?
Not Eric Roberts.
Eric Roberts.
Oh my god, yes! I would kill for an Eric Roberts fucking like AI.
Hey, I know you're the best of the best, but could you turn up here 100 feet from now?
Wait, Charles, do you have any idea about Eric Roberts?
Oh, Muda, I just mentioned best of the best. Like that's the
Talking
Eric
Cat,
Roberts movie.
Talking Cat, man. He was drunk for that. It was fucking hilarious.
Oh, I bet.
He was on like all the lithium in the world. I love Eric Roberts.
I thought he was great. Listen, the Expendables, he plays the heavy in the Expendables, like the bad guy who's not the badass character, like he's just like the money man behind the bad guys. Thought he was fantastic in that role. Like that was.
He was in Human Centipede 3.
I gotta make time for that. I was just talking about those Human Centipede movies and how crazy the first one was, and that the second one somehow was able to be even crazier. I have not made time for the third.
What end would you be on the Centipede, Charles?
Oh, honey, I want to be number one on that list. I want to be the front.
But like, the thing that pisses me off though about the movie is like, why is the guy at the front bitching the hardest? Like, again, I'll rephrase: you're getting free food in your ass lick. Like, what the
free
fuck
food
is
in an ass lick?
No, but like you're basically like, what if he's throwing up in your asshole though? That can't feel good.
Oh my god! But
here's the thing, Muda. It's not an ass lick. You're not doing an ass lick. Okay, it's an ass sock.
Yeah,
it's an ass sock. It's not an ass
suck, but they're gonna throw back up into your asshole. That can't feel nice.
There. Well, I can't remember.
It's like, you're getting free food and a cute girl's giving you a fucking like rim job.
I haven't seen it in some time.
What if it's a dirty old man?
Then pretend you're at a glory hole, okay?
Because I watched
a glory hole. Just imagine.
I watched it when it came out and thought it was hilarious. I loved it. I love the premise, love the execution, because it was just three people in the first one. It was a very small film. It looked like they filmed it in that one dude's house, and it was the three people. I can't remember. Was that how the guy died? Was the girl puked in his ass? I think he killed himself.
He killed himself. Yeah, he slit his
throat. The other girl's
the
one that choked on poop and died.
Yeah.
Is
like,
there an
he's just
amount
a
of
little
poop you can
bitch
eat that'll
about it,
kill
dude.
you?
I don't think so. I mean, like, it's got to be pretty, like, it seemed like it was sterilized poop, though. Like,
Sterile
not
poop.
sterilized, but, like, if it, like, there's nothing in the poop that I feel like would immediately cause problems. It was eating, like, vanilla paste and shit like that.
I feel like this is
What
a
about
question
the
for our friends that
codfish?
do science. Is there an amount of poop someone can eat that they'll die?
Yeah. There has to be something at some point. It depends on how like the bacteria, like it depends on where the bacteria hits you. What's more dangerous, instead of just eating, what's more dangerous is like, say, like you cut your hand and then for some reason you get poo-poo on your hand and it just sits there and it like marinates.
Oh.
That's more dangerous than actually eating it. Like when people, like if they don't wipe their, if they have like a really dirty ass, and they get like a rash and like shit gets in there and it just sits and marinates and has time to like, you know, like get acquainted with your bloodstream.
Fester.
Like that's where it's really, really bad.
What's it called? Not septic, sepsis?
Yeah,
is that what I'm thinking of? Toxic shock?
Going septic is
what am I thinking
is having sepsis. It's the same thing. Yeah. Having sepsis is going septic.
Well, I feel like we've all learned something today, Muda. We learned about
like
Chris Chan.
He lived through sepsis.
We learned about poop. We learned about art galleries. We learned about the Tesla. And we learned something about ourselves.
Did we really, though?
I feel like we did. I feel like I've learned a lot about myself, that if I ever go to an art gallery with Muda and Jenna, it's just going to turn into which one of us will pretend to shit first.
Well, it won't be me, because I'll be really shitting.
Bullshit. You're gonna pretend.
What if we all took X-Lax and then just tried to race to see who would poop first at the art gallery?
Don't give him ideas. No, don't give him ideas.
There's an evil. I started writing down evil Mr. Beast stuff. What would be evil Mr. Beast do? And I thought, oh, there's a good one. Diarrhea race. Let's take X-Lax and see who shits first.
My God.
We took X-Lax for 36 hours. You won't believe how much poop we made.
What would
we filled a swimming pool with our own shit.
What would be the
strat on winning that? Like, what would you have to eat to assist the X-Lax when you're fucking getting ready for that race? You know?
It kind of like depends. It honestly just depends.
Raisin bran,
cuttlefish and asparagus.
Lots of bran and raisins.
Cuttlefish and asparagus.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Yeah, it should be that.
Oh God, it probably would be. It would probably be Mexican food, more than likely.
Why is that stuff so good, but such an ass-pounding fucking mess?
How much poop would it take to fill up a swimming pool? If you had 5 big guys, could they get it done?
No, dude. You're underestimating that fucking swimming pool.
Let's do evil Mr. Beast stuff. Let's fill a swimming pool with human feces. And then there's the bet of who's going to jump in.
With the shit of 1,000 people.
Of who's going to jump in. Who's going to jump in?
No,
I always heard about this.
No, it's okay. It's who can stay in the shit pool the longest gets $1 million.
Muda, you might have heard of this. They have in the service, these guys that have these like slurry ponds of just like shit. I forget what they call it. It's like a sludge pond of just shit. And somebody told me that when they were in Afghanistan, that there were soldiers there from like somewhere in Eastern Europe, and one of the dudes bet the other guys to jump in, and the son of a bitch drowned. Just drowned in shit.
What?
Oh yeah. You want to talk about the worst way to die at war? Like that guy might have kids that think their daddy died a war hero. It's like, no, he died losing a bet, jumping into a shit pond. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Because they said at certain times of the day the wind would pick up and the shit pond smell would blow in.
Did he drown in there, or did he aspirate on the water?
I don't know.
From the bacteria.
I just picture him as like, if I just dipped a toe in the shit pond, I'm dead. I'll just die.
No. Here's the thing. There's 2 ways this could have gone down.
You think infection or the drowning?
I'm thinking that they aspirated on shit water, which gave them bacterial pneumonia, and that's how they died. I'm willing to bet that's how it happened.
See, I the way they told it was like they jumped in and couldn't get out. That was the way I understood
that's
it.
Even better.
They didn't realize how deep shit pond was.
They didn't realize how much they were in deep shit.
Yeah, they were in deep shit without a paddle.
Oh God damn it! Should we end it on poo?
Shit Creek.
We're ending it on poo, aren't we? We're doing this.
That's a real shitty way to end, isn't it?